What is up, everyone? NightFury here from Tales of the Tome, going back into more Pokemon Academy life. Now, week 6 has just started. We're still on Monday, since we had to go a little back in time, thanks to the bug fix for the newest update. With that, we've gotten our level 2 scene done with May, and learned a lot about Brendan in the past 2 days. We also happen to have a scene ready to go with Blue, and we just finished a battle with Jasmine, which was incredibly difficult thanks to her Steelix. I did not stand a chance. But that just means we have room to improve. Yeah. Let us begin and continue our week. As you walk into the cafeteria, you suddenly notice Hilda and Hilbert standing in a corner, talking intently about something. You think about moving away from their conversation, but you're in line and the Miltank ribeye looks really good. I'm worried about you, Hilbert.
There's nothing to be worried about.
Don't give me that shit. You've been completely out of it for like 3 weeks now, even before the elections, and you're spending way more time with that Nathan guy.
It's just Nate, and of course I'm spending time with him. We're roommates.
Yeah, we're also roommates, but you're not hanging off my hip every moment.
Is there something wrong with me having other friends?
No, of course not, Hilbert. You know that I want that for you, but I'm concerned that you're... I've never seen you so focused. It's like you know what you're doing, like you have a plan for the first time.
Ridiculous. I'm just as aimless as I've ever been. Don't worry. Your refusal to help me fulfill my dream is as effective as it's ever been. Sorry, that was unnecessary.
Yeah, maybe a bit, but I get how you feel.
I don't.
Huh?
I don't feel. Feel implies passion or desire. My dream is an absolute. It's the tracks ahead of me. There's a task that must be done, like breathing.
I've heard that shit before, and you know what I think of it.
I'm bored of this conversation.
Fine. I just wanted to tell you that I'm dropping poison for Dark.
What? Why?
My room's already covered by Instructor Byron's class. Besides that, I can't really find any poison types around here that are worth a damn. Just bugs, piles of sludge, and trash.
Dark. Strong against ghosts. That gives you another advantage against me. But the Batman will not be deterred. You will submit to me one day, Batgirl. I will prove myself the stronger.
Hilbert, I'm not switching because of that.
It doesn't matter what the reason is. The effect is that you have more of an advantage against me than before.
Okay, I can't get into this right now. I'm just switching because I think my Poniard needs a little more attention. That's all, really. Hilda and Hilbert part ways. Ooh. Where am I at with both of them? Because I can do both. Because Hilda... Where's Hilbert? Hilbert? Hilbert. Okay. I guess I'll go after Hilbert.
I presume you heard that.
Yes.
It was a distraction, like everything else in this life. Nothing like you are. You're a distraction, Hiccup. I can't let you do that. You know where my path ends. The limelight of a transforming Pikachu, battles against famous friends, the spectacle of the road to champion. That's got nothing to do with me.
It could. After.
There's no after for me, Hiccup.
Then don't shy away from what you have in the present.
Are you saying that even now, you think there's some sort of merit to existing within my sphere of influence?
I told you I'd show you the light, Hilbert. And based on that scowl on your face, you're still very in the dark.
Your efforts are foolish. But I will not turn them away. For some strange reason, It's not because you're Superman or anything, and I look up to you.
Ah, man. As you walk away, you hear another conversation starting nearby. And Sabrina's not here, and Tia's not here, which is awful, of course, but then Professor Will isn't even there either, and I don't know what we're going to do because classes are canceled, and if we attend classes, we can't learn about psychic types, and if I don't learn more about psychic types, I can't raise my starter, and if I can't raise my starter, I'll fail after school and die! I don't think that's going to happen, Bianca, but it is concerning. We don't want to let ourselves slip behind. Right. Voice for this loser.
What do you think happened to them? Don't you think they're, dead? Do you think they're gone?
No way! No! I kinda get why Sabrina would leave, but Tia always seemed to really like the class, and there's no way that Instructor Will would have just left. I guess we just have to hope that the school's administration figures out what's going on before we fall too far behind. I was actually planning on dropping my psychic class soon anyway, so I guess this is as good a time as any.
No.
Huh?
If you leave, then you're a star. People look up to you. They have faith in you. If you leave, then people will give up on Will. Give up on the class. We can't fall behind. We can't let our friends fall behind. We've all studied too hard and sacrificed too much to get here. To rely on someone else to save us. Rosa, please. At least until Instructor Will comes back. Please stay here. I can't be one of the people rally around. I can't be the one people rally around, but you can. So I'm just a scared little boy.
Oh, wow, I thought you were a total wimp, Wally, but you're actually, super cool.
Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that, really.
I'm with Wally. We don't need Professor Will. We can study with each other. That's a good idea. And then maybe we can go out and rescue Sabrina and the others. Rescue? Rescue? Yes, rescue. When someone needs help, it's the duty of the people left behind to rescue them. That's what they say in all my movies. Okay, but where are they then?
I guess you're still working on that part.
Yeah.
Well, let's study. Maybe something will come up later.
Hearing Rosa reminded me of how Leaf was talking about her rescue mission for me. Maybe those two would get along better than you'd think. Speaking of which, where is Leaf? Haven't seen her all day. Trying to ignore the subtle whispered accusations that surround you as you walk into the dining room, you realize that the sitting arrangement of the tables seems to have shifted around dramatically. Oh, great. It'll take me ages to open up these tables again.
That freak's there. The freak's there. Don't let him sit here.
Phrenergy. Yeah, right. Can't believe I ever. You know what? I think I've passed the point where I need to worry about a desolation of my social standing. I'm just going to sit wherever I want, and if people have a problem with that, well, they can just go suck an egg. Anyway, if I want to study my psychic elective, I should probably join this table with the psychic type students. Oh, cool. So, new tables. Let's see. We've got the disciplinary table. Cool. The home table with the roommates. Yellow can tell you about silver. Sure. Okay. The famous table. The most eye-catching students in the school. For one reason over another. Am I right? It's a boob joke. The scheming table. Wouldn't have thought Hilda would be there, but I guess she's keeping an eye on Hilbert. Oh, the romantic table, of course, is still there. Even though it seemed like Caleb and Serena aren't doing anything. Anyway, the independent table. Oh, well, forget Erica. But Dawn's there, so I guess it's not totally a loss. The medical table. I guess they're the med students. And the remedial table. Where are my social standings at? Let's see, I've got the scene with Blue coming up. I didn't see Leaf in there at all. Don't tell me she's gone missing too. Oh, great. That would be the absolute worst. Everyone just disappears. I'll say... I'll hang out with Dawn outside of the lunchroom. Because I don't really want to hang with Erica. Anyway. Let's go over here, see what's going on at the disciplinary table. Yeah, I'll just join the conversation. Oh, there's no thing. Wait. Oh, psychic. That's what's missing. Because there's no psychic teacher. Anyway, let's take a look at my guys. Kappa's 22, the potential. Okay, so my potential's not gone up. So, let's... I guess... Well, since he's a ghost type now, I may as well try to teach him a ghost move, so let's do that. Hey, Ethan! Hiccup! Good to see you! Let's get this done! Move tutoring. Oh, you would like to study the ghostly script for the benefit of battle? Very well. I can teach Deathless, a move that prevents your ghost type from taking a mortal blow for a turn, and heals them if they would. Yes, please. 2 Shockjaw, if you don't mind. Shockjaw learned Deathless. The class passes swiftly as you are tutored in a new move. Welcome back to class, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, this day feels like it's gone on forever. Today's quiz is going to introduce you to a new concept. A new concept to you. Trained Pokemon. Trained Pokemon? You're probably familiar by now with certain moves that were invented by faculty at Kobukan. These moves are powerful and can be used as a surprise tool to take opponents off guard, as they're not commonly known outside of Kobukan. Of course, this does imply that your fellow students are likely to have access to these moves as well. Ah, crap. It's not always apparent what moves your classmates may have access to. However, Pokemon with these special moves often show more particular behavior, some visually identifiable characteristics that make it clear that they are specially trained Pokemon. Once you get used to looking for those behavioral patterns, they're as clear to a keen-eyed trainer as their Pokemon's level. Now, with something like this is something you should keep an eye out for future information. Incidentally, Professor Cherry is quite excellent at identifying specially trained Pokemon. For more details, you might want to talk to her. Now, for the upcoming test, you may be relieved to hear that none of your opponents are able to damage you. However, it should be noted that a specially trained fighting type has the move Stone Cold Stunner. If you let the particular Pokemon use this move, you will automatically lose the fight, regardless of what other Pokemon you have on hand. Do what you can to prevent that. Take out your pencils, and remember, this is graded. Yes, okay. So is that now? Okay, so these guys. Alright. Got 2 level 10s and a level 100. Okay, so these ones are specially trained. It's an electric and a rock. I don't know if this is the one that knows... Let's see. All grounded Pokemon become normal types for 5 turns. Sleep. Double zip power for 5 turns. Headbutt. Okay. Let me look at this. Oh, I can't. Oh, I've got a Dugong with me. Okay, Blaziken knows Stone Cold Stunner, which causes you to lose. Does that mean I lose if I use it? Okay. Okay, Legacy. User moves first, flinching, then paralyzing a foe. Only usable on first turn. Fails against fairies or foes that can't be intimidated. Okay. So that's important to know. Dugong knows Aurora Beam, Slow Freeze. Moves later but freezes the foe. Good. And Bidoof. Right, we already looked at that. So I think... Let's see. Simple World. All grounded Pokemon become normal types for 5 turns. So let's try that. And then I don't know how this is gonna go. Nacli used Splinter Shield. Nacli became protected. Dragon used Legacy. It targets Palmot. Palmot can't be paralyzed. Stone Cold Stunner. You lose. Okay, so I get... Okay, so the whole point is that I thought the opponent was going to have it, not me. So... Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Why have the move if... What? Why would that be a move ever for anyone to use? Unless they're able to somehow switch that Pokemon with the opponent's Pokemon, but that's not a thing, so... That's just dumb. Why? What? I don't understand. Damn, whenever Advisor Lance said things were about to get harder, he wasn't kidding. At a glance. Hey! Why don't you take more than a glance this time, Gramps? Why don't you take a look at everyone's test instead of, I don't know, just hiccups? I'm sorry? I want to know how everyone else did too, so I can make sure I'm still on top. Well, looking through the stack of quizzes more thoroughly, I see some poor logic and insufficient understanding of elemental immunities. And it appears to be that many students weren't aware that they were intended to make use of their entire party. Does that satisfy you, Blue? So I passed it, 'cause I didn't screw up like any of those losers you're talking about. Of course you passed it. You always pass them. You hear that, everyone? I passed. That means I'm one step closer to the National Championship, and then the World Championship. If you don't pull your shit together, there's no way you'll make it there, or even graduate. Get serious. I'm this close. This close. Do you think we... You had, out of habit, leaned over to whisper to Leaf before suddenly realizing that she's not there, and hasn't been all day. Should I be concerned? Considering that both Tia and Sabrina have gone missing, I would say yes. This is starting to become a problem. Twice is a coincidence, 3 times the pattern. Oh, it looks like class is over. Well, we'll discuss the quizzes in further detail tomorrow. Be safe now. It's time for our battle. Let's go. You need to get that rat from our dorm, right? Nope. Shockjaw learned to ride in his Pokeball. Hey, maybe he even likes it. Nuh-uh. Well, I guess we're not there yet. Maybe in a bit. Great. If you don't need to go to the dorm, let's go to the battle hall right now. You don't want to change into something more flexible? I don't need to bend over backwards to beat you. Alright, let's go then. I'm suddenly happy I learned Deathless. Good luck, you guys. Cheering them both on? Devious, Yellow. You're playing both sides, huh? No, I just want everyone to have fun. Thanks for watching, you guys. It's nothing. I'm gonna head up to the bleachers, though. Don't want to get in your way. Keep your eyes on me, you two. I'm gonna win. Well, let's go. You're just using your Pikachu, right? I said I would, man. And I want you to hold up your end of the bargain and not be an ass if you beat me. I said I would. Oh well, that seals it then. Nothing to worry about. Let's do this. Right. Okay. It is a flying normal type, which means his normal moves aren't going to be of use to him against my ghost type. Let's see. But I'm not electric type right now, am I? Which means... I guess we'll see how this goes. Try Electro Ball first. Okay. Electro Ball again. Critical hit. Nice. Okay. Definitely need Deathless. Alright. Cool. Let's try Thundershock. Alright. Let's try Deathless again. Excellent. Electro Ball since it's faster. Yes! Okay. I may want to use Deathless like right away. Dang it! Because of the difficult battle, your team gained experience. What? You won. You can't possibly be upset about that. This doesn't count. You're only using one Pokemon. You asked me to only use one Pokemon. I know! I know. I'm just thinking. I need one. I need a Shock Jaw. I thought you said you didn't need a new special Pokemon because your team's already the best. I've still got an open slot on my team. Anyway, who says my special Pokemon has to be new? Shockjaw was just a completely normal Pikachu for years before this nonsense. Fair enough. Maybe if we find any more meteor shards around, you can chuck one into your Pidgeotto's gizzard. That's not exactly what I'm thinking, but you're on the right track. You two. That's my name! Did you notice anything I could improve on in that past fight? I mean, you won. That means you're doing everything right, right? Obviously not. There are bad ways to win. And good ways to lose, right? Huh, no. Only losers would say that. Loser. You mean like when Dawn... You could stop bringing that up! Since we're all here, has anyone seen Loaf today? Nothing, huh? Maybe we should be concerned then? Maybe we should go looking for her. You can if you want. I'm done running after people for at least a month. Besides, me and Yellow have got plans tonight. Yellow and I. What? You've got plans too? Alright, I'd love to stick around, but Sam told me to drop by his office before the day's up, so I gotta go. Great. What's he gonna tell you this time? You can actually walk on water? You put your pants on 2 legs at a time, right? Or that you put your pants on 2 legs at a time? I'm not sure. I'll let you guys know when I get back to the dorm, though. Blue, now's a good time if, don't stay out too late. I mean, come back to the dorm when you're done, alright? I wasn't planning on staying out late. See you later. Wonder what that was about. Yeah, a bit weird. As you walk into... Wait, what's happening here? A hiccup? Hiccup! Sonia spins you around in a tight hug. Any thoughts of preconceptions you'd had thanking her physical strength to her lack of ego are instantly dispelled as you become very unable to breathe. The amount of booba in crushing your chest is absolutely breathtaking in more ways than one. It's not the worst thing in the world. Except your death. There is no better way than to be crushed by booba. As your last breath leaves your body, you get the sinking feeling in your stomach that this was not how your story was supposed to end. And yet it does. Please tell me... Oh my gosh. Oh man alive, that's a good one. Oh, okay. Calm down. Honestly, I'd do the same. You can have this one. I'll bring you back. What? What is happening here? Seems like the sun's come out for one, Sage. Hiccup, this is fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant. Great, what is it? I've been looking at these foreveralls all evening and all morning too, and I've finally figured them out. Oh, you mean how they work? Well, yes, that, but also something even better. Go ahead. These foreveralls aren't minerals at all. They're biological matter. Do you know what this means? Well, you're an astrobiologist, so you can study them? Ah, you remembered. A new field of astrobiology has quite literally fallen at my feet, right as I was tearing my hair out about how I could possibly pay for school. This is brilliant. Well, that's great. I'm glad for you. What does it mean for Shockjaw, though? I couldn't rightly say. Not just yet. I'm detecting 3 distinct genomes for the foreveralls. It's difficult for me to isolate what is coming from your liberation form Pikachu and what's coming from the meteor. Well, if you'll let me know if I can help at all. You can actually, or rather, your Pikachu can. Me? No, I don't want death by booba. If you could have your Pikachu lick this tongue depressor, I don't see why not. Go ahead, Shockjaw. Lick the stick. Do it quick. That sounds weird. Shockjaw licks the stick but doesn't seem to enjoy the taste. Oh yes, it's coated in a sort of bitter tasting adhesive that maintains and traps the moisture. I probably should have mentioned that. Sorry about that. My tongue, numb tongue. There is one thing I should mention though. Yeah. Overuse of the Foreverlaw's power could prove to be dangerous for Shockjaw, was it? That's right. Wait, what do you mean dangerous? Ah, well, are you at all familiar with biology? No, I'm not. Oh, well, the basis of all biology, astro or otherwise, is that all life attempts to perpetuate itself and remove intruders. Intruders? Invaders might be another word for it. Liberation Form Pikachu wasn't built to handle the generation of Foreveralls, nor their power. Using the power of too many Foreveralls at once could set off a false positive in Shockjaw's immune system. He could develop a fever or strain his muscles too far, or even enter a maddened, frenzied state. Man, I knew it couldn't be this easy. Alright, so what are the rules? I'm guessing I can't just slap on any move I want anymore? I'm afraid not. You'll want to be careful about utilizing the form-changing foreveralls as well. Well, at least I got 3 days out of it. We're on the forefront of science here, so there aren't any official terms to describe what I'm trying to convey. But let's say that your Pikachu only has a certain level of power it can safely store in its body. We'll call this the liberation limit. With you so far? Now, every move it knows has a certain level of power, depending on its complexity that contributes to that limit. Also, every foreverall you equip him with, or every form he changes into, also contributes to that limit. So, what you need to do is make sure his liberation level is under the liberation limit. Okay, do you know how I could keep track of those numbers? Yes, I've written them all up on this notepad. I'm still figuring out some things, and these are approximate values, but it should work. You gained access to the Liberation Limit Ledger. More options have opened up to you in the Foreverall menu. Check Shockjaw's stats or the Foreverall menu anytime for a current summary of your Liberation Limit. Let's take a look. Alright. Current Liberation Limit is... Okay, so... he's at his limit. Which means I can't use a Foreverall right now. For some reason. And I lost Deathless. Okay, frick. Okay, so this is an automatic change then. Okay. Back. Okay, so each of these things has a power level limit. Interesting. Okay, okay. And forms? I have no forms. Okay, well, he's at his limit anyway, so it doesn't matter. Shockjaw's move pool has been reset. You may want to adjust that. Right. Is there a way to increase this limit? Ought to be. Just like a body builds up an immunity when exposed to a vaccine, Shockjaw ought to be able to build up an immunity to the power of the Foreveralls with practice and time. Your liberation will steadily increase every day. Battling with trainers can also increase your liberation limit. Losing battles will increase your liberation limit faster. Okay, so these are the new mechanics that they were talking about. Alright. Well, that's disappointing, but I guess it's better I know now than just keep pumping those gems into him and cause him to explode a few weeks down the line. Yeah, that would be bad. Mind if I step in here? He knew about Phrenergy before anyone else. Did he have something to do with Sharon's actions? They roomed together, after all. Is there something you want to say to me? Yeah. Mind if I mind giving us a bit of room to breathe here? Your booba are a little too big for us. Right? I'll just be over here, then. I gave those 2 purple kids on Saturday their information. Now, I'm sorry about that, H. I don't have any excuse or defense. I just want you to know I'm sorry. Why'd you do it? I'm investigating the forest. The guy said he and his sister would help. It was a devil's deal, but now I just wish I'd told them to go to hell. I don't know, Nate. That's... I'm going to need some time to think about it. And take all the time you need. You don't even need to forgive me. Just wanted to let you know. Okay, S, I know you're listening. Nothing? Right, sorry about that. I was just thinking, if you want to really apologize, maybe you could do something for him. I don't think I like the sound of that. Can I at least keep my socks on? What? No, get your mind out of the gutter. Easier said than done. My mind has a long-term housing contract with the gutter. Canceling the mortgage now would come with massive fees, and not even my mouth can handle a check that big. Don't you just like it when I talk and make jokes about everything? I'm too fast for you. Oh, you're ridiculous. Hiccup, maybe there's something you can think of. Actually, yeah, there is. Can you find something out for me? Depends on what you're looking for. Want to know who's got a crush? I can crush that. Looking for launch codes? That'll take a little bit longer. Where's Sabrina? She's in the forest. I can't tell you how I know this, though. And I should probably tell you that you definitely shouldn't go looking for her. Leave that to the professionals. I'll keep that in mind. I want to help you with whatever you needed help with. Huh? I don't know what you asked for help for from those purple students, but they're gone and I'm here. I need help, and you do too. We could work together. Yeah, actually, maybe that would work. Hilbert's already. Well, you know what? Yeah, I might take you up on that. Alright, mind if I do one more thing? S, maybe you could help out too. I'm trying to figure out how these foreveralls work. A teacher's got a bit of an interest in it. Mind if I ask a couple questions? Shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. Seems like you two have the most understanding of anyone at this school. Think of it kind of like a quiz. Oh, Choi, I love quizzes. Man, I already failed one quiz today. Sure, I suppose so. Cool. Now, question numero uno. How many types of foreveralls are there? How many types? There's diveralls, foreveralls. There's foreveralls, everalls. Diveralls. As far as I can tell, there's that, but I think... No, that's right. Giga-overalls for Gigantamaxing, which probably means there's some for Mega, so I'm going to say 5. Yes, that's right. I gotcha. Here's part 2. What are the 5 categories? Foreveralls, Everalls, Giga, Mega, and Diveralls. Right you are? Yeah, cool. Understood. Can you handle part trace, though? What do Mega Everalls do? They allow Pokemon to stay Mega Evolved after battle? Oh, wouldn't that be a marvel? That's not quite right, though. They actually generate, well, Mega Stones at the start of each turn. Although they're wispy and non-solid, not very stone-like at all, it might be more accurate to say they generate emanations that have the properties as Mega Stones. Gotcha. What happens if a Pokemon holding an item when the stone is generated? Oh, they'll simply toss it away. Right, I've got a follow-up question then. How do Giga-Overalls work? They allow Pokemon to Gigantamax. Oh, this is actually a fascinating subject. They don't allow a Pokemon to Gigantamax, but it's a very similar phenomenon that seems to have an entirely different power source than Eternatus. They work basically the same as Mega Overalls, except instead of generating Mega Stones, they generate miniature wishing stars. These wishing stars, in addition, their ethereal, unsolid nature doesn't seem to truly invoke the Gigantamax phenomenon as I'm familiar with in Galar. Rather, it seems to be trying to imitate Gigantamax, but without the power or size typically associated with the phenomenon. For this reason, the Pokemon only get roughly 3 times bigger, as opposed to the approximate 90 feet commonly achieved in Galar. This new phenomenon could be called mini Gigamaxing. It's the oddest thing though. I'm not too familiar with Mega Evolution, but the energy emitted by the Giga Overalls doesn't seem to have any relation to anything that could invoke a Dynamax-like effect. It truly seems like the Pokemon's genetics are just being altered on the basis of nothing more than more solid than what it wishes. I think Professor Oak said something similar to that. Okay, I think I'm getting this now. Diveralls. Diveralls, I believe, swap a Pokemon's form. Yes, that's right. Pokemon with extremely sexual dichotomy or regional variants, Diveralls seem to be able to trigger a shift between those. Diveralls are able to swap a Pokemon's form in battle or even out of battle, it should be noted. Though if its form is switched out of battle, it seems it isn't able to hold a Foreverall. Too much interference from the energy waves, I suppose. Actually, truth be told, I don't have any idea why that doesn't work. I'm really just firing science at the wall here and seeing what sticks. Hey, when you're doing fine from my point of view, last question. What is this? Number 6. Wait, what? Last question. What is this? Number 6? Yes? Huh, funny guy. Finally, what do Foreveralls and Everalls do? Foreveralls and Everalls? That's a great question. Foreveralls, let's take a look. Unequipped to appropriate Pokemon, grant Swift to swim when used on the appropriate Pokemon to shore. Given to Shock Jaws, the type is. Oh wait, that's a Diverall. Wait, that was no. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't know. This one? Not quite. Foreveralls seem to provide a random boost to stats or moves or provide new abilities. They're custom boosts for the Pokemon they're equipped to, essentially. Everalls, on the other hand, don't often provide powerful boosts, but they make a Pokemon easier to train or evolve. Finally, something most Foreveralls have in common is that they can change the type of Shockjaw and teach moves. Alright, but those moves are capped by the Liberation limit. Oh wait, will other Pokemon be affected by the Liberation limit? Like, do I need to worry about the Foreveralls I give a different Pokemon? Doesn't appear so, besides the obvious addendum that a Pokemon can't draw power from a Foreverall it's incompatible with, of course. Well, hey, I appreciate the info, S&H, and this really helps me flesh out my report. It's a pleasure. I really feel like I'm doing something grand now. This is immeasurably exciting. Great, keep that sunny smile. Now, I gotta bounce. I can bounce. Ah, I see what he did there. Clever little git. Anyways, right, is there something I can help you with? Yeah, actually, I came to talk to Professor Oak. Is he around? Sure, just let me call him. Hey, Professor Oak! Your food is here! What? He doesn't usually come out of his office unless I tell him that. Oh, I'm sure he'd come out for me. He called me here. How do you know? Hello, that'll be 2,000, right? That plus tip. Hiccup, I didn't know you were working for Poke Eats. Well, I had to do something to pay for Kobukon. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you about that. I think I may have discovered how we could pay for that. Yeah, I'm listening. You see, ever since you reminded me that you didn't have a way to pay for Kobukon, I've been looking for a way to avert that problem. Really? I'd kind of assumed that he'd forgotten. And I do believe we may have a solution. Is it just paying for me too? I wish I could, lad, but I don't have the funds for that. I could afford Blueberry if I really scraped together everything I had, but Kobukon's far more expensive than the way it is now. It's fine, I get it. So, what were you thinking? A research grant, my boy. If I could secure a research grant to study Foreveralls, your Pikachu, and perhaps even the long-term effects of Phrenergy... Whoa, wait. I thought you were binned your Phrenergy research. Well, the work I had been working towards is not something I particularly care to pursue anymore. The effects are clearly too damaging to you for me to attempt pursuit any longer. I appreciate the thought, Sam, but hasn't the damage basically already been done? At the very least, the power should still be catalogued. That could be worth a few years of research, though it will understandably take a secondary position to the power of the Foreveralls. Okay, so what do I do to help you get this research grant? Well, exactly what you're doing already. Sam, you have to stop inviting me over here to tell me to keep on doing what I was already doing. Continue producing these Foreveralls. Whatever mechanism Shockjaw produces them by, you must do more of that. Okay, find you... And if I get you this grant, you could use it to pay for my attendance here? Oh, I see what you mean. No, not at all. That'd be unethical to use research funding on a personal project. Personal project. He's been talking to Whitney. Okay, so what were you thinking? Well, these gems represent an absolutely unsurpassed boost for any Pokemon they're given to. I took a quick course on business over the weekend, and it seems that we can exchange these Foreveralls for monetary gain. You're suggesting we sell them? Precisely, and not just to anyone, but to champions. According to the laws of supply and demand, which I just learned about, you, as a sole provider of these gems, should be able to set essentially any price. I don't know. I feel like that would kind of cheapen the whole Shockjaw has a special power thing if every champion had one. Well, I'm not quite sure if I know how to resolve that concern. I guess I should be practical about this. Okay, well, do you have a champion in mind who would be willing to buy? Not particularly. We've got a good few months before your first payment is due. Between Instructor Wallace, Instructor Alder, Advisor Lance, and the many alumni of Kobukan, we should be able to contact pretty much any one of them. This is possibly only due to the reputation and connections that Kobukan affords you. I'm just as thankful they hired me as you are that they let you in. Okay. Well, we don't need to make any decisions now. As I said, it'll be a good few months. But there are two things you should keep in mind. Yeah? When it comes to time to pick a customer, you may want, well, to be rather cold-hearted about how you approach them. Hang on. When it comes time to pick a customer, you may want to be rather cold-hearted about how you approach them. Okay. It's tempting to ask for enough money to get you through Kobukan, I warned, but do think about what some additional funds could acquire you. Your mother could retire, you could evolve your Pikachu. If you ask for enough, you could even send your own progeny to Kobukan. I don't like the idea of asking for more than these gems are worth. I know you don't, lad, and early in my career I thought similarly, continuously sacrificing financial success for pure science. I worked harder than I should, and my family suffered for it. I'd hate to see you repeat my mistakes, as numerous as they are. Ask yourself what prosperity and security for you and your family is worth. If a couple stiff words once can secure all that, might it be the moral choice? Well, I couldn't say. I'm no philosopher. I work only on real sciences. But do keep it in mind. Right, what was that second thing I should remember? You said I should remember two things. I don't remember that. Oh, maybe I misremembered? Yes, maybe. Well, I should get back to work. Alright, see ya, Sam. Goodbye. Remember, you're always welcome to drop in at any time.
Is Monday done yet?
Oh, hang on. What? Alright, time to myself at last. Let's see who's around, though I should probably get changed first. Right. Do I really want blue right now? Do I have anyone else worth trying to level up? No, Tia's not here, so I can't. Oh, well, I think for right now, I'm going to pause it here. This is a good spot to pause. I'll do Blue's scene at the start of the next video. So, man, this Monday has been a slog. With that said, thank you all again so much for watching. We will catch up on the next video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe so that you can see more of my videos when they come out. I will talk with you later, and that, as they say, is that.